So this is the continuation of our video presentation, part 2, cross-site scripting laboratory, hands-on security practice. So in the stage 1, the vulnerable application, create web page or form that accepts user input. So na-create kami kang web page is ang mudya nga nga code. So jara ang comment form and ang mudjang PHP nga sa comment nga field ra. So ang purpose ka guys, ang tanan nga input kang user is ginabol na, which is tanan either nga letter, number kaga special character is ginabol na. So try natin ra may input kita kang good evening. So nagsalad means nga gin-accept na. May input kita kang date like January 9, 2026. So gin accept na ang mix nga number, string kag special characters. Then may input kita kang like Gmail nga format, example, submit, and kang ginbato naman. Kagang try kita kang mga symbols, special characters, anything lang mura. Submit. Okay, nagsulod man ta na yapon. So in stage 1, the web application accepts user input form and display it directly on the web page without any validation or security filtering. The system trusts the user input, assuming that it is safe. Because there is no input validation and no output encoding, any code entered by the user is executed by the browser. This makes the application vulnerable to cross-site scripting attacks. So the issue here is no input validation, no output encoding. User input is directly displayed. So the result is the application is unsafe and vulnerable to malicious script injection. So sa stage 2 kita. So stage 2 is attack demonstration and show injected payload and show the effect on the application. So i-test natin ang mag-input kita kang payload nga malicious script execution. Sorry ja. Nag-imo kita kang script script alert XSS attack. So i-copy natin. Then i-paste natin dito sa form. And then try natin nga i-run. So the result is pagawa ta na kang alert message cross XSS attack. So just sa stage 2, the vulnerabilities from stage 1 is exploited by injecting a malicious JavaScript payload into the input field. This demonstrates how attackers can run arbitrary JavaScript code in a victim's browser, which could lead to data theft, session hijacking, and unauthorized actions. So, why the attack works? The XSS attacks works because the application directly outputs user input to the web page without validating and encoding. When the browser receives the response, it interprets the injected input as JavaScript code instead of plain text. Since browsers are designed to execute JavaScript inside HTML, the malicious script is executed automatically when the page loads. The server does not stop the script because it treats user input as trusted content. So, in short, user input is not validated yet sa stage 2. Output is not encoded, and the browser executes the injected script. So, may question dyan ka na nga, ang number 2 question is, what assumption was violated? So, the application violated the fundamental security assumption, means user input is safe and trustworthy. This assumption is incorrect. So in reality, users can submit malicious input. Attackers intentionally craft harmful payloads. Input should never be trusted by default. So by assuming the input was safe, the application allowed executable code to be injected and run in user's browser. So as a result, cross-site scripting attack is successfully executed. Gina-prove ang system or ang form nga vulnerable ka na sa mga attack. So diyan kita sa stage 3, which is secure fix. So apply input validation, output encoding, proper error handling. So diyan. So kay na ang code ta is amo lang yata na ina-accept na tanan nga input kang user. So nagimo kita kang secure na version. So Regia, nagamit kita kang input sanitation, remove extra spaces. So mura ang comment nga trim, enable lang ang mga extra spaces. And another validation, input validation, is ginalimit na ang length ng comment nga pwede natin i-type, which is up to 50 lang. Another validation, it allows letters, numbers. So ginalimit na rin ng mga special characters. Only letters and numbers lang ang goal. And error handling, show a safe message without exposing system details. So amo lang yung magawa, invalid input in case nga wala din button kang system. And output encoding, prevent excesses by encoding special characters. So ginagol na rin ng mga special characters natin nga i-type. So murang galing atin nga valid nga secure nga form. So di sa liwat matry kita kang word. Diba kayo na is good evening puro letter is in-accept na. So try naman natin nga good evening nga may punctuation mark. So wala rin din button ng natin nga system nagawa isang invalid input. So itry liwat natin ang Gmail format na kayo na nga gin button kang atin nga system. So may special character ta na nga at kag dot. So kung may submit ka is invalid ta na kay in-filter hanggang sa code Regia nga error ang output encoding ang jarang HTML special character is ang nga inabuol. So kung ibutang ang script nga ang malicious script, so amo man gyapon. So in short, ang atin nga comment form or atin nga system is secure na. So sadya nga stage 3, proper security controls are implemented to prevent cross-site scripting attacks. The system now validates user input and applies output encoding using the HTML special characters nga sa code before displaying it. This ensures that any special characters or script entered by the user are treated as plain text, not executable code. So sa ating nga improvements is nagbutang kita kang input validation to prevent empty or invalid nga mga data, and ang output encoding to neutralize the scripts, and nagbutang kita nga sakto nga error handling. So as a result na kara, the injected scripts is displayed as text instead of executing, making our application secure against the cross-site scripting attacks.